Most men over 60 think their body is just getting older. That slower start in the morning, the stiffness, the dip in energy, the missing spark in intimacy. It's easy to blame the years. But what if the real reason isn't your age, but what you're doing every single morning without realizing it? For over 2 decades, I've seen it again and again. Men who felt like they were slipping, physically, emotionally, even sexually. Not because of a medical condition, but because of 3 small habits that silently choke their circulation before their day even begins. You might think, but I've done this for 20 years. That's the problem. These habits don't scream, they whisper. And by the time you notice the symptoms, it's already cost you energy, focus, and confidence in the moments that matter most. Today we're going to uncover the hidden traps in your morning routine that could be quietly sabotaging your manhood, and what to do instead to wake up your blood flow naturally. Because the truth is, those first 30 minutes after waking hold more power over your vitality than most men ever hear about, and the smallest changes can bring it back. Stay with me. It might just explain everything. I'm Dr. Lily Anderson, a men's health specialist with over 22 years of clinical experience, helping men in their 50s, 60s, and 70s reclaim strength, clarity, and confidence without relying on pills or extreme treatments. In my practice, I've worked with thousands of men who believe their best years were behind them. Many had tried medications, supplements, even late-night internet fixes, only to feel more disconnected from their bodies and more frustrated than ever. But when we looked closer, we found something simple. It wasn't just what they were eating or not eating. It wasn't about age or willpower. It was what they were doing in the first quiet hour of the morning. That's where everything starts. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 everyday habits that most men don't think twice about, but that quietly block blood flow, reduce nitric oxide, and sabotage performance down there. And I'll show you exactly how to flip each one into a natural boost, starting tomorrow morning. Because when your circulation works, everything works. Let's get into it. It seems innocent. You wake up, reach for your phone, and start scrolling. News, emails, maybe even a quick glance at the market or weather. But inside your body, something very different is happening. That surge of blue light and stimulation triggers a spike in cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. And while cortisol has its role, elevated levels first thing in the morning can constrict blood vessels, reduce nitric oxide availability, and throw off your hormonal rhythm for the entire day. What does that mean for you? Lower testosterone, foggier thinking, slower blood flow to key areas, and a body that feels more tense than ready. The fix? Keep your phone out of reach when you sleep. Give yourself just 10 to 15 minutes in the morning with no screen. Step outside or open the window. Let natural light hit your eyes. That single action tells your brain it's morning, resets your circadian rhythm, and supports natural hormone balance and vascular function. It's not about quitting tech. It's about choosing when to let your nervous system wake up naturally. You wake up groggy. What's the first thing most men reach for? A hot cup of coffee. It's a ritual. Comforting, familiar. But if that's happening before you've had a single sip of water, you're setting yourself up for circulatory disaster. After a night's sleep, your body is mildly dehydrated. Your blood is thicker, your vessels tighter. Add caffeine into that mix without hydration, and you increase adrenaline, spike cortisol, and further constrict your arteries. This means reduced nitric oxide output, higher blood pressure, and slower blood flow, especially where it matters most. The fix? Hydrate first. Start your morning with a glass of filtered water. Room temperature, or warm, is best. Want to take it further? Add a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon to replenish minerals and gently stimulate digestion. Then, only after that, enjoy your coffee. You'll notice better clarity, steadier energy, and a lot less pressure on your cardiovascular system. Most men don't even think about this one. You get out of bed, shuffle to the kitchen or living room and sit, maybe with the news, maybe just in silence. But what your blood vessels are craving is movement. After hours of stillness during sleep, your circulation needs a gentle push to get going. Sitting too soon signals your body to stay in energy conservation mode. Blood pools in the lower body. Nitric oxide levels remain low. Your arteries remain tight. Your muscles don't get the oxygen they need. Over time, this contributes to sluggish mornings, cold hands and feet, and that subtle decline in performance and stamina. The fix? Move. Just for 5 minutes. Step outside, walk around the house, or gently stretch your legs and hips. These light movements activate large muscle groups and send a message to your brain. I'm awake, I'm moving, start circulating. You don't need to do a full workout. You just need to move enough to unlock your system's natural rhythm. This single shift alone can dramatically improve morning energy and circulation. Charles didn't look like someone who had let himself go. At 67, he still kept a tidy appearance, went for short walks, even helped out with his grandkids on weekends. But when he sat across from me in my clinic, his voice was quiet. "I don't feel like myself anymore," he said. "I wake up tired. I go through the motions. And my wife, she tries to be patient, but I can tell something's missing. I feel distant. Down there, too." Charles wasn't dealing with a diagnosed illness. His labs were decent. Blood pressure? Slightly elevated, but nothing alarming. Testosterone? A bit low, but still within range for his age. So what was happening? We looked at his mornings. He'd wake up and scroll his phone, emails, then news. Coffee came next, often before brushing his teeth. No water. Then straight to his favorite recliner for 45 minutes of quiet. No movement, no light, no stimulation, just stillness. And unknowingly, this routine was quietly shutting down the very systems he needed to stay strong: his blood flow, his hormone balance, and his nervous system. We made 3 small changes. No phone for 15 minutes after waking, water first, coffee second, and just 5 minutes of walking outside before sitting down. 3 weeks later, Charles returned, and he looked different. Not younger, not bulkier, but brighter. His voice had more energy, his posture was more upright. And his words? "I don't know how to explain it, Doc, but I wake up now and I want to do something. I feel sharper, more present. Even my wife noticed. She said, 'You're back.'" Charles didn't take a new pill. He didn't start some extreme workout. He simply stopped sending the wrong signals each morning and began sending the right ones. And his body responded. To understand why these small changes matter so much, we need to look at what your body is designed to do right after waking up. From about 5 to 9 a.m., your hormones go through a natural surge. Testosterone begins to rise. Cortisol, the hormone that helps wake you up, also increases. Your blood vessels become more sensitive to nitric oxide, the molecule that helps them open and deliver oxygen-rich blood throughout the body. This is what we call your performance window. It's your body's biological moment to prepare for the day, to set circulation, hormone levels, and energy tone. But here's the problem. Most common habits work against that natural system. When you flood your brain with screen stimulation, cortisol surges unnaturally high. That disrupts testosterone production and constricts blood vessels. When you drink coffee without hydrating first, you thicken your blood and strain your cardiovascular system before it's even had a chance to warm up. And when you sit still instead of moving, your nitric oxide levels stay low, your arteries remain tight, and your muscles don't get the oxygen they need. Let's zoom in on nitric oxide because this is the real MVP of circulation. Produced by the inner lining of your blood vessels, the endothelium, it tells your arteries to relax, expand, and let blood flow. Without enough nitric oxide, your circulation slows, your energy dips, and your performance down there suffers. The good news? Nitric oxide responds rapidly to the right signals. Sunlight, hydration, deep breathing, and light movement all stimulate its release naturally. Studies show that morning routines incorporating these elements can increase nitric oxide production by up to 20% in just a few weeks. Your testosterone, your blood flow, your energy, they're not just based on age, They're based on signals, and the first 30 minutes of your day is when your body is listening most closely. Send the right signals, and it responds. Here's the truth most men never hear. Your body hasn't given up on you. It's been waiting for the right signals, the right rhythm, the right support. You don't need a total lifestyle overhaul. You don't need to start waking up at 4 a.m. or running marathons. You just need to shift what happens in those first few moments after your eyes open. One small change, one habit at a time. Skip the phone. Drink water before coffee. Move your legs before you sit. That's it. You might not feel it on day one, but give it a week, maybe 2. And then one morning you'll stand up and notice. Your body feels lighter, your energy steadier, your mind more focused, and quietly, something else will return. Motivation. Not just in the bedroom, but in your day, your mood, your presence with the people you love. Charles didn't do anything extreme. He just gave his body a different morning story. And his body listened. Yours will too. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're just one right habit away from feeling like yourself again. Start with one. If this video made something click for you, if you suddenly saw your morning habits in a different light, then you're already ahead of most men, because awareness is the first step, and small steps repeated with care build real momentum. So tell me in the comments, which of these 3 habits surprised you the most? Or better yet, what's one thing you'll try tomorrow morning? Your story might be the reason another man takes his first step. And if this spoke to you, gently hit that like button. It helps this message reach someone else who might be struggling quietly. Subscribe if you want more real strategies, ones rooted in biology, not hype. And don't miss tomorrow's video. We'll explore the 2 breakfast foods that naturally boost nitric oxide and testosterone without pills, and how to build a 10-minute morning that supports your body for the next 10 years. Until then, remember this. You're not chasing youth. You're reclaiming strength, one decision at a time. And the best mornings might still be ahead of you.